Okay. Oh, forgot one thing. Mike also suggested don't want to lose you, so I'll just take you off and set you down there. That you use thread sealant, not thread locker. There's a big difference. So he said he doesn't like Teflon tape, so I got some thread sealant versus using Teflon tape, and it makes sense. I love Teflon tape and the job it does when it works, but again, for anything that has small orifices, fuel lines for vehicles, that kind of thing, I don't necessarily like using it because, much as Mike commented, the tape can find its way into small orifices, and then you're not a happy camper anymore. Alright. Oops. Let's put you back into place. Okay, that didn't go too well. Ugh. Alright, hopefully that's still good. Alright. Should have shaken this up. So he suggested using thread sealant. Let me take the washer out. I mean the filter out. Around versus using Teflon tape. Okay. And I'll put the top on that. Alright. Okay, washer is still inside there. Good. Let's get you in there. Okay, cool. Didn't get any on. Let's set you there. And let's once again try this. Where are you? Oh, there we are. Let's not forget the washer. Okay. Okay. Being careful this time not to bump the camera. Okay. She's snug down pretty good. I'll tighten it up more, make sure it's nice and tight when I get her on the boat. But she's in place. Alright. Okay, next step. Install the lower pump rod end in the throttle lever. So I believe that's which guy? I think that's this guy that I had the problem with before, where I had to try to get it in here. But the problem is remember, I think you had to go in there like that, but I think that's what this piece, if you remember, if you were watching when I took it apart, this piece fell out, and I have no, does he go over there? Oh, look at that, that makes sense. So at what point do I reconnect this so that I can get you in there? Alright, so if I hook you in, you can only go in one of these. There are two holes. It'll only fit in one. And I believe it has to fit this way. Supposedly there might be just enough space to try to get it on after the fact, but again, my problem is I need to put that vacuum brake or whatever it's called back on first, because it fits in here. Is there some kind of funky witchamaway? If I set you in there, maybe I can. Alright, let me try this. Let me try just setting you in there. Maybe I can maneuver my way around later on and get it on there like it's supposed to be. Okay. Install inlet needle seat with a new gasket using a wide blade screwdriver. And that is what I'm about to do. Okay. So here's my new seat. Again, the difference is the old seat has cutouts in it, and I've got to be very careful for this little metal spring. And actually, until I'm ready, I'm going to drop you back into the bag because you're too easy to get lost. And I'll put you back in the box. Back in the box. Alright, so my old one has cutouts and this one doesn't. So my question is, do I use this one? If you remember in the automotive kit, theirs looks like this one. So I'm kind of in a quandary. But I guess it doesn't matter because this lets the gas in. Doesn't matter where it comes out the side. So I'll go with the marine kit. Okay. So got the washer on. And let's see if I can get you down up in there. Okay. Now, wide bladed screwdriver. Last time I used my a chisel, which I could probably use again. I don't know about this guy. Oh, actually, I needed to use a regular screwdriver to get it started. And of course, I'm taking my time, making sure I don't cross thread. I don't cross thread this puppy. I'll drop down up in there. I need a wider bladed screwdriver, which I just don't seem to have handy. I know I have two actually, but they have both disappeared. Don't you love that? Alright, so then I'll use you to get her nice and tight. As much as I can get her tight. Okay, and you're just a little too wide. I should probably go to the store and buy a screwdriver that was appropriate for this. And again, you're too wide too. Let's go back. Mr. Chisel wasn't as wide. Yeah, you get the job done. Okay. That's got it pretty tight, but I still think it needs to be a little tighter. Hold tight, I'll be right back. Okay, I know this is not the best ideal. I was able to find a chisel that's slightly smaller and being very careful. Alright, that's all I'm going to do. She's nice and tight. I don't want to chip off that softer material. I know that's most likely brass, and brass and steel don't play well together. Okay, install the pump rod, install a needle seat with a new gasket using a wide blade screwdriver. Number 6, step 6, drop pump discharge check ball into the discharge well and install the pump retainer screw. Alright, so the check ball is there. Got worried for a minute. I couldn't find it inside the box. I could say, oh no, Mr. Bill. Okay. check ball goes right in there. I don't trust my finger dropping prowess, so I will very gently grab and drop. And the retaining screw is here. And again, my fingers are just a bit too wide. Oh, washer. I guess there was no. Nope, there was no washer. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. And screwdriver. Okay, nice and tight. Okay. Install primary metering jets with a wide blade screwdriver. Okay, so jet number 1. Again. Jet number 2. Okay. Okay, what I'm doing is rocking the screwdriver blade to make sure I'm flat before I apply tightening force. What I don't want to do is be on the angle, apply force, and the screwdriver blade rip out some of the jet. Same thing here. Screwing it down. I'm rocking the screwdriver until I can feel that it's flat, and it's flat right there. Rock it again, it's flat, and tighten. Alright, those are in. Okay. Caution, do not insert the inlet needle pull clip through either hole in the float arm on step 8 or severe flooding can result. Okay, so what you're talking about is, here we have the needle and that little metal clip. I'm trying not to lose it. Okay, so you need to go around. Okay, so it's metal clip, has to clip around. Okay, so I clipped it on, and then it has to go around the back. Where's my old float? There it is. So what they're saying is, don't put it through either one of these holes. Now, I'm pretty much sure that when I took this thing off, it was through one of these holes. But they're saying don't do that or extreme flooding. What the picture shows is that it clips in through the back like that versus coming up through one of these holes. I'll show you the diagram. Let's put you there so that you see what I'm talking about. So in the book, oh, actually I had it the other way around. So what they're showing here, that the clip is, actually I had it opposite the way around, should come through float this way arm. The hoop faces the float and it's perpendicular to where the holes are. So let me give another, actually let me get the real float. Where did I put you, real float? There you go. So I bought a new float. So from that diagram, it looks like we're supposed to install it like so. let me turn my book around so I can read it. While I can read upside down, I choose not to. Clip inlet needle pull clip over float level arm, as in figure 36, as I just showed. Make sure needle seats in valve properly, then press the float. Oh, I gotta put the pin on. I didn't pull the, actually, where is the pin? Float retaining pin. Float retaining pin. Where are you? Where are you? Float retaining pin. I do not see you. It's what I'm looking for, the pin that drops in here. Okay, everything should be here on this tray. I did not remove anything, and I definitely didn't throw anything away. Where is this pin? Oh, here it is. It fell off the old float. There we go. Now here's the $1,000,000 question. I don't suppose it matters which way the pin goes. Let's see, they show it with, where are we? Try to get my diagram straight here. They show with the float's going this way. Yeah, you're going this way. So you're going, okay, I don't want to drop you off. Okay, you won't go through there, so it must be. Okay. Okay, just make sure you drop into the seat without dropping off the float. Let's try this again. I'm sure I'm just being more of a nervous Nelly than I have to be. Okay, let's put you back in. Let's pull you in from the back side. And let's try to drop you in. Ah. Okay, she's in now. Okay. Now comes the fun part. That's interesting. Okay. Adjust float level as described in this chapter. Okay, so from reading this before, you're supposed to press down on the float till it just seats. And then from the side over, you're supposed to measure down to about 1/8 of an inch below. So maybe right about there is where it's supposed to be when it closes. But I'm here, so I have to bend that puppy. Let me look at the old one. I don't remember seeing a bend. I guess maybe it is bent compared to this one. So So let me pull you out again. Oops. I don't know what bug that was that made me shake and bake and drop this clip. Alright, so I guess, get away, fly. I guess you can see that this guy has a bit of a bend to it. These are lined up side by side, and it is bent some, so I guess that makes sense. So I guess it's going to be fun trying to measure 1/8 of an inch. So using this puppy, let's see, here we go. Let's see. So this should be route number 4, I believe. 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, this is on 32. Yeah, duh, 1 out of 32. So 4 over 32 is 1 over 8, or 1/8. Get away from me, you stupid fly. So what I would need to do is adjust that float and measure in till it's at 4, which would be right about there. Alright, so looks like it's going to be an exercise. I guess you can bend it with it inside. And let's try that, because I don't want to bend it too far, then I have to then bend it back. Alright. Let's put you back in again. Let's try to drop you. I'm sure by the time I'm all said and done, I'll be an expert at dropping this needle into the seat. Yep, just like that. Okay, needle getting into the seat. La 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 la. Needle into seat. Needle into seat. Let me use my Jedi powers. Hey, maybe that'll help. That'll help keep you in place. If I move the needle over some more. How about that? Alright, keep you in place. Ha! That did it. And not exactly. Close enough. There you go. Now you're in there. Okay. Let me just go and reread the instructions on adjusting the float. Okay. So, step 1. While firmly holding the float retainer in place, lightly push the float arm downward against the inlet needle valve. So that would be here. Using a suitable T-scale, measure from the top of the float bowl, casting to the toe of the float. Where is it? To the toe of the float at the point 3/16 inch back from the end of the float. So they're saying using a T going across here, measure 3/16 back. Now that's what that says. Let me read the instructions here, because I believe I read something different. No, not this one. This other specification. Where's the other? Where's the other paper? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where did you get to? I didn't put you back in the box, did I? No. Okay, 1 second. Alright, Mr. Paper, where did I put you? Did I take you in the house to read? I needed some bedtime reading material. Because you should be here. Alright, once again, I'll be back.